Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for January 3rd, 2025. The very first new arrival video of the year. Contest winners. I'll get to that in 1 second. I'll do the pre-orders first, and then I will show you the smallest new arrival video that I have ever had in the history of doing this. But it's just been a weird, all the holidays have fallen on a Wednesday, and I filmed this video on Wednesday and I dropped it Thursday morning. So last week we were short because of Christmas. This week we're short because of New Year's Day. There are some cool titles coming out later this week. Rhino Hi-Fi stuff for the Start Your Ear Off Right. The Rhino Hi-Fi ZZ Tops are going to be here later on in the week, and there's a few other cool Rhino releases this week. I have the Genesis Analog Productions. Hopefully we'll get here at the end of the week. I'm told, on a side note, that the Miles Davis Birth of the Blue will be here sometime later in the month. It's going to be a couple of weeks, though. I don't think they shipped any retail stores that title. They ran out of it relatively quick, but I know they've got more on the press. I've talked to them about it. So mid-week, mid-month, I'm thinking. New pre-orders. We've got Max Roach, Numbers Don't Get Weary. That is coming out February 28th. She didn't write down what that is. Oh, I'm not sure what series that's part of, but yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. It's on the website under pre-orders. You can check it out. J. Cole, The Off-Season. No arrival date. Ludacris, The Red Light District, with no arrival date. Warrant, The Best of Warrant from Music on Vinyl. We've got Steel Heart, the self-titled album, coming out March 28th. She Wants Revenge. This is Forever, Music on Vinyl. And the She Wants Revenge, self-titled, that's part of the RSD Essential series, so only available at RSD stores, stores that participate in record sorting. That comes out February 7th. That is a pretty weak pre-order list. Not everything makes it on this list. Typically, I put the highlights on there, but if those are the highlights, I'm guessing what else is on the website is not that good. But yeah, we've got somebody that that does pre-orders all week long. So we've got a lot more pre-orders on the website these days than we ever did in the past. Okay, contest winners. Then I will talk to you guys about the new arrival and restock video. Okay, so last week I did a video where I was giving away an Eric Clapton Crossroads box set, Blu-ray, and CD. I said, leave a comment below. I'll do a random comment picker, and if you're chosen, you'll win. So I've got 3 winners here, and then a backup in case somebody doesn't contact me. Now, the way this works, if I pick you, which I've already done, you just gotta send an email of you replying to the, your original comment, because then I can see by the email, that was you. And then I'll, include obviously your name, address, and telephone number, and I will get that sent out to you. So, winner number 1, no particular order, winner 1, 2, and 3. I'll give you guys a couple of days. If you don't respond back to me, I'm gonna pick the 4th winner, which I already have here. The person who is the 4th winner, the backup winner, so not quite a winner yet, but possibly a winner in the future, is Atomic Bonnie. The comment was, love, 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 love your channel. If the other people don't contact me, you will be getting something. Phil at Herton 9588. Love the Grove, missing an O. Can't wait to visit your store. So, a couple of days. So by the weekend, then I'm giving it to Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie. Jimbo 4691. Awesome giveaway. Glad you're enjoying your work. I'm glad you're doing this. Videos, look forward to it every evening. I'm glad you're doing this. Videos, look forward to it every evening. Perfect. You win. Winner. Look at this. You guys are starting the new year off right with free stuff. Always enjoys. I'm going to get to the actual name. Let's see. Steve Armato 8052. Always enjoy your videos. Happy New Year. Yeah, there we go. Those are the 3 winners. I might do more contests in the future. I've kicked that idea around. I think I'm going to starting next week. But yeah, let me show you guys this week's new arrival video. Starting with the only actual new arrival. I've never had this happen. This is only one record to show you guys. This is Samara Joy's latest album, Linger a While, but this is on blue vinyl. I think this was something that was probably like her website exclusive, but they made it available to everybody. So I don't even know if this is a new arrival. I think this just happens to be a new arrival for record stores. So yeah, there it is. Now the restocks. It's just such an odd thing to have that happen. But in the past, they were putting more stuff out around Christmas and New Year's. But for some reason this year, there was almost no new arrivals. A restock from Analogue Productions. Belafonte at Carnegie Hall, the complete concert. 5-disc set. It Serve You Right to Suffer, John Lee Hooker. Absolutely fantastic title. 45 RPM on Impulse. My always top tier picks from AP, the Prestige series stuff. They did 25 titles in mono, 25 in stereo. Tommy Flanagan's Overseas. It's overseas, you know, get it? It was recorded overseas, but get it overseas. Okay, anyways, this is a great title because A, I have an original. It's the most expensive title on Prestige. I want to say, I'm pretty confident this is the most expensive record you can get on Prestige. A clean copy is going to cost you around $5,000. It doesn't sound anywhere near as good as this all analog cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray reissue does. Absolutely smokes the original. I have it to have it because it's the real deal. It's the artifact. It's the original. It's rare. But I'll never listen to it because this just absolutely smashes it. That is the way to go. Keep in mind too, guys, I haven't mentioned this in a while. We offer ultrasonic cleaning. And man, it's been beneficial for a lot of people lately, especially the guys who bought the Beatles mono stuff. I essentially do this all myself. And what I do is I'll run you through it, is I open the record, I check for any imperfections. If it's clean, there's no scratches, marks, that kind of thing on it. I check to see if it's warped. If it's warped, I ultrasonically clean it, then flatten it, then ultrasonically clean it again, mail it out to you in a nice Japanese outer sleeve and a Mobile Fidelity inner sleeve. This way you get perfect records every time. I've been offering that service for a couple of years, but yeah, still going strong. Jeff Beck's Blow by Blow. This is the 45 RPM version of the album. A lot of Analogue Productions titles come 45 and 33 RPM. Not all of them, like none of these Prestige came at 45 RPM. Booker Ervin, The Freedom Book. I gotta show you guys, I've got a new take-home video that I'm gonna put on YouTube here pretty soon. And one of the records on that video is actually, I got an original of this. The George Wallington Quintet, Jazz for the Carriage Trade, in fantastic shape. Just walk through the door. Jimmy Witherspoon, Evening Blues. The Reiner Sound, RCA Living Stereo. The Doors, Strange Days, 45 RPM. We've got Morrison Hotel at 45 RPM. And LA Woman at 45 RPM. Self-titled at 45 RPM. Gene Ammons, Boss Tenor. Great record. Ray Barretto's on there. Good lineup. Bartok, RCA Living Stereo, Fritz Reiner. All of these living stereos are so fantastic. Classical is interesting because almost no record stores focus on classical. They don't even have a classical section, or if they do, it's like in the bottom shelf corner of the store type of deal. But I do well with classical. And these RCA Living Stereo titles, they just constantly sell. They just always move. Where certain records kind of have like ebbs and flows. You know, they're hot when they're new and then they kind of die off into nothing. Those RCA Living Stereos constantly sell because they're absolutely fantastic sounding. Fantastic, fantastic. I need a new expletive. Really good, okay? Okay, Dusty Springfield, Dusty in Memphis. Part of my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list. Herbie Hancock's Headhunters. This is the 33 RPM of this restock. I think we have the 45 RPM in stock as well. If you're just dabbling yourself into, you know, the classical audiophile pool, this is the title to start with. There's maybe 5 you can start with, but this is fantastic. Alexander Gibson, Faust's ballet music, and the Carmen Suite. Very expensive to find an original. Probably goes for still about $1,000 to find a clean original of this RCA Living Stereo. This was originally on the Taz list, which was the Absolute Sound's best sounding records. It was a list that was put together decades ago. It mostly included classical. They started putting other stuff on it. But this was one of those titles that was on that list for a long time because it really is very dynamic, great sounding record. Junior Wells, Hoodoo Man Blues at 45 RPM on Delmark. Lightning Hopkins, Soul Blues. The legendary Son House, father of the folk blues, also on my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list. Prokofiev. Let's see, Songs of the Nightingale. Tchaikovsky, Violin Concerto with Heifetz. We've got the Belafonte box set, and we also have the 2-disc version. Also from my top 100 imprint analog records you should own, and this is actually a shootout winner. I did the shootout of this a couple of years back. Absolutely crushes every other version of this record that's ever come out. Hands down the one to own. Oh, here we go. 45 RPM of Herbie Hancock's Headhunters. Another must own. If you're not a Dean Martin fan, I don't care. This is a record to own. It is absolutely fantastic. This is the intimate Dean Martin. This is kind of him with a proper jazz band. You got Barney Kessel, guitar, Red Mitchell. Absolutely fantastic. His voice on this record, there's a couple of records that they've done that are just fantastic. The Tennessee Ernie Ford and this Dream with Dean. It's kind of funny. People think, oh, I'm never going to listen to Tennessee Ernie Ford or Dean Martin. But then I'll put this on in the store and they're just absolutely blown away. You don't realize how good recorded music could sound until you listen to like that record, you listen to the Tennessee Ernie Ford. They're amazing. Rubinstein, let's see, Nights in the Garden of Spain. And that is it for this week's new arrival, because there was only the one record. And the restock. Again, there'll be plenty of stuff that's coming on later on in the week, but because normally I get my orders in on Wednesday, get them all processed up, get them ready for video, they didn't make it in this video, but we'll probably put some Instagram posts on. You know, we do that periodically when cool arrivals come out. And yeah, we'll get all that stuff going. I guess I'll show it to you next week, but it'll be here in a couple days, maybe tomorrow probably. Check us out online at theingroove.com. Until next time.